listeners. Today I'm sitting here with Alan, who is the lead designer of Guitar Hero 3, and Chris, who is a senior producer for Guitar Hero 3. Alan, can you please tell us something about Guitar Hero for those who happen to miss out on this amazing game in the last couple of years? Tell them what Guitar Hero is all about.
Well, for those of you that don't know, which there aren't that too many people that don't know about it, it's a music and rhythm game, and it has this unique guitar controller, which has 5 buttons. And it allows you to play notes in some of your favorite rock music. And it really is a way for people to get together and really just connect to the music in a different way that they never have before, where you're actually playing the song. You're playing the guitar riffs, and then if you stop playing, then the guitar stops playing. So it seems like it's you that's actually producing the music.
What are some of the new features in Guitar Hero 3?
Some of the new things we added this year for Guitar Hero 3 are co-op career, where you and your friend can play through a actually reordered version of the set list and get some separate unlockables for like encores and stuff. As well as we have online play for the first time in Guitar Hero series, where you play co-op, where you play all the unlocked songs you have for single player and co-op career. You can also play the tried and true favorites of Face Off, Pro Face Off, and our new thing to the series this year, which is kind of battle mode, where you and your friends face off against the cutting heads competition, which is kind of like taken from the Crossroads movie, where Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid, faced off against Steve Vai, the Devil, and you pretty much play a riff. You play one riff against the other guy and play another riff. What we did was made it a little more arcadey and added some attacks to it, so you get like 6 different attacks that actually can affect the way the player's playing.
Can you name some of those attacks and how they affect the game?
We have like Amp Overload, which actually makes your notes blink in and out, and shakes your highway at the same time. We have Double Notes. What that does is actually, if you have single notes, it doubles them. If you have double notes, it triples them. We have the only kind of defensive thing, which is Steal. So if you get that, you actually launch the Steal attack. If your opponent has an attack, you can steal it from his kind of container and bring it over to yours, and then you can launch it back at him. And I think we have the worst attack that people are going to hate the most is Lefty Flip, which pretty much takes all your notes and flips them the exact opposite way. So if you're playing righty, the green will now be over here, and it's kind of like the most challenging part of the game. Everyone's like, "Oh, Lefty Flip, God!"
Oh, that's good. That's gonna suck. It's gonna be so aggravating.
It is. Eventually, you can get used to playing it, but I think the first 20 times you get hit with that attack, you're like, and you're like, okay, I'll try to get through this attack as easy as I can.
Alright, so this game is being released across a lot of platforms. We're talking Nintendo Wii, PS3, PS2, Xbox 360, the PC, and the Mac. Let's just stick with consoles, and this question is open to both of you. What are some of the differences, or are there any differences across these platforms?
For the PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii, you have online for all those SKUs. The PS2 does not have that, but I mean, the PS2 and Wii have their own kind of like separate secret characters you can unlock, which are different from the next gen SKUs. The other thing is that PS3 and Xbox 360 both have downloadable content as well, so you can get additional content from the main set list, which would be like additional songs. Like, oh, cool, I really want that. You can expand players. I mean, you just expand your set list. You play more and more and more, and get your fill and Jones for fucking Guitar Hero.
Also, the Wii version has like special rumble features, because you plug the Wiimote right into the guitar, and then you can feel it when you miss a note. It'll make a noise out of the speaker, and it'll shake the guitar.
Nice, nice. Does it play differently from any of the previous versions, and how does it? I know we talked about battle mode, and we talked about some of the online features that are. Does it play differently, or can anyone else whoever's played the previous version just pick up right away from in Guitar Hero 3?
Well, the goal was to preserve the gameplay experience from GH1 and GH2. There probably are some subtle differences with the note timing and that sort of thing. We tried to keep that thing as much intact as possible, but there might be some differences there. But I think people that played the previous 2 games will say, like, this really feels like a Guitar Hero game.
You've had a lot of success with the bands signing up for this game. Actually, I know that following a lot of bands were reluctant to lend their music to a video game, and I know that you guys have come a long way. What are some of the bands that you've been you've been pursuing for the last 2 games, and eventually when this one was coming out, they jumped right on the bandwagon? Can you give us a few names of certain bands or certain songs that you wanted and you finally were able to acquire?
I think the biggest one has to be Metallica. Just the fact that we got a Metallica song in a Guitar Hero game, and we got one. I mean, that's just an awesome song. That we just want to do something that was cool. And Metallica's been on everyone's list. You know, we knew that, and like the day we actually got signed, like, oh, wait, it can't be actually true. We actually got Metallica signed on. We not thought it actually happened, but we got it, and it's a master. It's like, so you're playing the actual Metallica track. That was a pretty big thing for Guitar Hero franchise.